Hey gang, Vasil, everyone, hello, hello. What is up? We are here with the Sunday stream, and yes, I did not forget to change the name of the stream or anything. We are doing another release roundup here. I was going to mess around with the idea of doing these more frequently just so I don't have 2 hours of releases to go through all the time. With that said, I want to try to get quicker at this and not take 2 hours worth of stream time up with new Steam releases and everything. So I'm gonna try to get this done in like half an hour, really more like 20 minutes. I would prefer. And yeah, oh yeah, I guess I should mention too. So I missed the stream on Friday just because I don't really have a good reason. I slept in for like the entire day, and then my sister was in town that day for the long weekend. It's Canada Day weekend for those of you non-Canadians out there who didn't know that. Yeah, so I had a visit with my sister and brother-in-law, and that was a good time. But yeah, did not. And I slept the rest of the day, so there was no stream as a result of that. Saturday was my usual L5R role playing session. So yeah, we're kind of doing a makeup stream today, kind of sort of, even though I intended to do this anyways. So, and with that, I guess we're caught up to date. So, yeah, let's get to it. I actually have no awareness whatsoever of what's actually come out on Steam in the last few days. We're actually going into this basically completely blind. Oh yes, so that's a good question. So it depends on what comes out of the Steam releases here. If I find anything incredibly cheap that looks cool, I'll buy it and play it for a little while. But yes, the plan is to go back to Tome like yeah, basically right away and do that for the rest of the evening, and then we'll pick up with Final Fantasy Tactics on Wednesday, assuming I don't decide to sleep all day Wednesday as well. Well, it's not really so much of a decision. It's like a thing. Like it's not like you decide to continue sleeping. Or I guess I kind of did in advance. I figured, it's late. That's usually how it goes. Is I decide, oh, it's late. I just won't set my alarm, and I'll get up when I get up because my body knows when it's time to wake up and when I've had enough sleep. And apparently, that's not till like 4 in the afternoon. So yeah. Where the hell is Chrome at? There it is. Gotcha. So, we left off on the 26th last time, and again, I'm going to try to speed through these. For example, Kyle Simulator. Do not give a fuck. Passing that. Shogun's Empire. Now, this is just something I can almost guarantee you I'm at least interested in. It's like you got a 4-word title. You got Shogun's Empire Hex Commander. 4 words, and every single one of those indicates a game that I'm interested in. You take any one of those words, and that's going to be and put it in a game title, and that's going to be a game I'm interested in. Whether it's something Empire or Shogun something, anything with Hex or Commander in the title, I'm in. And we got all 4 of them grouped together right here. In fact, I almost feel like I don't even need to look at this, and I might as well just wishlist it right the hell now. But also, I just realized that I don't have, like, I've got chat way over there on OBS, but that's a long way to tilt my neck to see what people are saying. So we're going to get restream chat up in here. Hey there, Saturn Meteor. I don't know if this is a good game, but we're going to find out if it's cheap enough. Oh, it's $10. Those are some really good words. But for $10, I think I need to see a trailer. Oh, we got 3D graphics. Ochiro! Digging the theme song. Is this game even in English at all? Okay, there's some English. This almost looks like a Japan-themed version of like Age of Wonders or something, which I would be way into. Oh, it's Hex Commander Shogun's Empire. They presented it in a different order. Is this part of a series? Is there like a Hex Commander series on Steam here? We've got Hex Commander Fantasies Heroes. Okay, so this is a follow-up of like a free-to-play game. Anyways, I'm going to wishlist this, and we're going to wait for this one to go on a better sale, I think. Because this looks right up my alley. It's got 3 user reviews, which are all negative. It's a pay-to-win mobile game. Oh, you can get it for free on your phone. Okay, maybe I take it off the Steam wishlist then, and I just download it for free on my phone. Really, this does not look like a phone game whatsoever. Like, not at all. It had like full camera controls and everything, didn't it? Anyways, whatever. I said we weren't going to spend as much time. That's kind of a baffling one. Maybe I'll wait for more. We'll review that one later, and maybe I'll take it off the wish list. Who knows? Man, if that's a like free to play or pay to win mobile port, it is well disguised. Like this is not the kind of game that the free to play pay to win mobile crowd tends to go for. We got Zoro Moro. Thinking no. Pro Cycling Manager. Now there's 2019. Now there's 4 words that are just an immediate turnoff. Just to see them in the title. Anything that's pro anything, cycling, management, and anything that has a year in the title, that's like current year. Yeah, not about that. Next, Fort Boyard. This looks like some crazy like board game, escape room, American Gladiators type nonsense. What the hell is this? There's no trailer. Is this even for sale? It costs $26 and Toki is back. The fuck does this have to do with this game? Also, that's actually good news that Toki is back. I did not know that you could get Toki on Steam. This is like a remake too. How did I not know about this? Holy shit, how long has Toki been on here? Oh, he just missed the start of me doing the Steam weekly roundup. This honestly looks worse than the original, just graphically. Anyways, it's not released for this week, though, so we're going to ignore it. I wish I could find out more about what this game is about, but there's no trailer. What do they say? Cross the threshold of Fort Boyardee and complete the challenges. So what, this is like a Takeshi's Castle Most Extreme Elimination Challenge type deal? It's a French TV show? Seriously? So this is like basically Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. It's like French MXC. Okay, this makes a lot of sense then. It's probably garbage then. Oh yeah, it's like multiplayer bullshit too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on Fort Boyard. Also, I guess if it's French, you don't pronounce the D, so it'd be like, or the T either. That was the old acronym back in French class in high school. Is if you pronounce the S, T, P, or D at the end of a French word, then you are stupid. And that's the way that you know what consonants are silent at the end of French words. So that'd be like Fort Boyard or something like that. So okay, we got Australian Road Chains, another title where it's just an instantly unsold. Worlds Niched. This looks like garbage, but it's 40% off on like launch day, which honestly just kind of indicates a lack of confidence to me. Yeah, this looks pretty low effort, to be honest. Like I've talked a bit about like low effort retro indies and how they're kind of just ruining the reputation of the actual good high effort retro indies. This is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. They have the audacity to charge almost $5 for this. And it has short levels. Wait a second. On average, it takes 5 to 10 minutes per stage to clear. That is actually rather long for a 2D platformer. Like, no Mario game has stages that take much longer than 5 minutes to clear, let alone 10. It's got a story too. You play as a being known as Discerning, the last living inhabitant of its world, whose reality is being threatened by an immortal entity known only as Nick. Oh my god, the story and its themes. It doesn't just have a story, it has themes. Oh my god. Okay, cool. We got a sample of the prose of the story in this game and its themes. You resist me to what ends? Should you succeed, you will be granted a hollow victory. If you buy this game, you will be granted a hollow victory. You will survive, but you will not be alive. It is easier to give in, easier to accept fate, easier to surrender and join the void. I don't even give a fuck anymore. I have been granted a hollow victory just by spending as long on that store page as I did. Jigsaw puzzle, garbage, pass. Chinese strategy game. Yep, English language not supported. Doesn't even look that good anyways. So honestly, this looks like it could be make for like an entertaining board game. Like I would buy a board game in with this kind of art style for its tiles and such. So F1 2019 racing, a lot of current year titles here. I haven't played Neo yet, but it's definitely on my wish list. Didn't we just look at this the other day? Yeah, that's a pretty good price. I think I looked at it. Yeah, I was looking at all the games on my wish list that are on a good sale, like 66% or better on the discount. But yeah, I was strongly considering it. Thing is, I got so many games to play right now. I'm not going to buy something unless I'm going to play it immediately. This looks, speaking of playing immediately, this looks like it could be all right. Okay, I was just about to skip the dialogue right there. I do that a lot of times with trailers that go on. That you know those kind of crappy trailers where it starts with like a slow ass text crawl. Puzzles. That's the first thing you're gonna show me to frickin' sell me on your retro style first person shooter is a frickin' Switch puzzle. This honestly, the fact that this is maybe more of a puzzle game actually has me a bit more intrigued. Oh no. Oh no. Man, I was almost there. I was almost sold. Fight my swarm. Oh hey, we got Star Fox all of a sudden. That's pretty cool. Honestly, this kind of looks like it might be alright. If the dog tells me to do a barrel roll, I'm gonna just pass on this game and move on, but it doesn't look like it's going to. This doesn't do much to sell me on the game, but man, this is like we saw like three games last week that did this, where it's like the dev shows up and does a silly voice over the trailer. And they've been getting steadily worse with each one we've seen too. I'm kind of tempted by this one. This actually kind of looks alright. Inspired by the Guardian Legend. I just have to play the Guardian Legend like sometime soon, I think. Everyone's been telling me about it. Honestly, can I do a barrel roll in this game? The Star Fox segments looked pretty basic. I played some Kamiko off camera, like very briefly after work. In fact, I played like 20 minutes of Kamiko yesterday after work, and that was enough to finish another character's story. So I guess I could just load up some Kamiko and finish off the last character in like 20 minutes if we don't see anything appealing. Oh man, freaking Restream chat is all fucked up. Yeah, it's not wrapping the text, actually. So I have to open this up. Wow, I've got to make this window huge. Yeah, it's like the minimum window size for Restream chat is like half my screen now, and it's ridiculous. This is not good. We're going to have to get Twitch chat back up here. Man, the freaking Restream chat just can't seem to catch a break with its chat app. I want to use it because we've got people chatting on YouTube sometimes, occasionally, but every time it seems to fuck something different up, whether it's the random emotes for no reason, or whether it's like the app doesn't display chat properly like it's doing now, or it just doesn't show up on stream. Yeah, so Kamiko, or actually I know the perfect way to explain Kamiko. There we go. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to explain a video game at all, but that's just with words alone. I think I've learned at this point that that is a thing that I'm horrible at, but this is Kamiko. It's, yeah, a little top-down indie quasi-Zelda-like game where you go around killing monsters and turning in blue cubes to flip switches. It's this type of game. It's pretty good. It only costs like $5, and it's like brand new as well, so you'll probably be able to get it on a really good sale if you wait long enough. It's in English. There's yeah, English in it. I'm gonna wishlist this guy. I'm definitely not buying it for $11, but when this one goes on sale for like even 50% off, I'd buy this for $5 or $6. Okay, so that's the indie game legend. Our first wishlist, second wishlist game, I guess, of the day. A lot of stuff that failed to make its release date. Ooh, Box Labyrinth. Another one with two good words in the title. Anything that says box or labyrinth in the title is just like an instant, I just instantly sit up and take notice. There's no trailer, but then again, I don't know that there needs to be. I don't know that seeing whatever this is in motion would really give me any better idea of what this is. Use boxes to make bridges across the water and keep buttons held down that open gates that block your path. Done. I'm sold. It costs $1.71. It has no user reviews. It has one user review. He likes it. I'm sold. We're gonna buy this fucking thing. Okay, so we got 2 on the wish list, 1 in the cart. This is an excellent day for Steam releases already. Oh yeah, this is one that I noticed when we did our last release roundup. Not this one, although I'm noticing it now. It's got squares and percentages and lots of big numbers and menu options. This looks like it could be neat, but it's got bad reviews. It is a 2D pixel art multiplayer. Pass, although I am curious to see what type of game it is. Anyways. Yeah, this looks kind of cool. Like, again, I talk a bit sometimes about whether games have an authentic retro style or not, whether they're better or worse. That's generally the way most retro-styled games with retro graphics will go one way or the other. They'll either be really shitty looking, to the point where they look much, much worse than the games that they're emulating, that they're trying to call back to, or they'll be like improvement, and they'll kind of an improvement over the old games, and they'll kind of bump up the graphics and take things a step beyond. There's very few retro games out there that actually have kind of an authentic looking retro style. This one kind of almost does, but the floating numbers give it away a little bit. This looks kind of cool. If this weren't a multiplayer game, I would totally wishlist this and check it out. The dubstep is maybe a strike against it, but also the fucking fraps. We've seen a lot of unregistered Hypercam trailers. I think this is the first www.fraps.com trailer that we've seen. Undying fuck. Anyways, that's enough of this. I realize now that I forgot to shave before the stream, but there's nothing we can do about that now. Oh yeah, I did look at this game last week. It looks really cool. Again, talking about that authentic retro style. Yeah, like the look of this one. Yeah, definitely a big MSX throwback here. Or MSX? Or would this be like the PC-88? I'm just like saying random letters and numbers together as if I actually know any of these Japanese game machines. Okay, it's an RPG. Honestly, this kind of looks like it might be just a bog standard RPG Maker game, just dressed up in the trappings of a old school PC game. Anyways, yeah, English not supported, so we're not grabbing that one. Maybe someday they'll translate it. Beat Monsters. Looks like it could be alright, but it's not actually out yet. VR only, that's a pass. Perfect. I'll be the judge of that. So, looks like a mobile port, straight up. Although anything with, you know, cubes and puzzles is fine for mobile games. Like, I got that Hero Legend game a couple weeks ago, which was a mobile port, presumably, and that ended up being good. This is like one of those... I forget what the other one... It was just a number. It was like a 3-digit number. That was like all the rage on mobile devices. It was like 408 or something, I don't know. No, it was a multiple of 2. Whatever. This looks like a ripoff of that, so we're gonna pass. Interregnum. The title sounds familiar. Like, I feel like I've heard this word before, and I should know what it means. So this looks like some multiplayer, like, open world crafting survival bullshit. Okay, come on, skip to the action. There is no action, because I think this is exactly the type of game that I just said it was. Like, I don't know, is this multiplayer? Are these human opponents he's gunning down with the slingshot? We need more information. Action, violent, indie, adventure, medieval. In the following period, paid and free content will be added. Mature content. The developers describe the content like this. Melee weapons are used. That's right. Any game where you use a melee weapon deserves an adult rating. I feel like these guys don't speak English. I feel like this game should have the English language not supported box on it. But yeah, so that's Interregnum. Drum Master VR. That's a pass. Please find me. Looks like some horror nonsense. Adventure, even worse. This looks like it might be an actual video game. Let's have a look. That guy looks wasted. Ooh, mermaid. The main thing is not to be fooled by her beauty. Do not look into the eyes. Is he a zombie, or does this game just have weird animation? Is he us? Do we play as the zombie black man? Oh, or is he the one we have to find? Is he the one who's saying, please find me? Why would I want to find a guy who walks like a freaking zombie? Maybe it's the mermaid. Maybe we gotta find the mermaid. I would play a game about... Oh, the mermaid was a shark? What? Is that the twist? Really? You spoiled the ending in the trailer? I feel like we didn't learn much out of that trailer there. Also, the latest update apparently made the game even easier. What happened next will depend on your choice. I feel like this might view more than 20 different cutscenes and enjoy funny cave paintings. Really, that's all you want in the game, is to just enjoy 20 cutscenes and funny cave paintings. This looks like a walking simulator, to be honest, so that's a pass. Lukewarm Ironclad. Looks like a visual novel? What the hell is this? It's free. There's no video, so this is all we're gonna find out about it. Eugenics. Another word where I'm instantly sold based on that. No. Okay, so in spite of the provocative title, this looks to be an abstract puzzle game. Oh no, it's not fully abstract. We've got people, like duck people, in these pods. Why does the image get so much sharper when I click them? It's like it stays the same size. It just makes it sharper. Jason doesn't like screens as they stimulate his brain. Okay, so you're a geneticist and you're like cross-breeding people in different tubes to create a utopia? This seems fucked up enough to be interesting. This looks like one of those management sims where it's actually like just a really boring, like essentially slider manager. You see games like that out there where it's like, in fact, I talked about that earlier, where really you can turn any type of management sim, just attach any theme you want to it, and underneath it's just a bunch of sliders. Like I've seen a lot of political simulators that are like that, where it's like, oh, you can create your own wacky political party, but really you're just manipulating sliders. That's the entire gameplay. And it looks that might be the type of game we've got here. We got side quests. Actually, this looks a fair bit more interesting than those types of games I'm talking about. Although, I can't actually figure out how to play this game just from looking at the trailer. That's a lot of. Are you allowed to like use trademarks in your trailer here? Really, you're using Taylor Swift and Bob the Builder to sell your game? I know you can't do that in Japan. In Japan, if you name like a trademark, you have to bleep it out. They do that all the time in anime. Anyways, like it's intriguing, but I feel like there's not enough there in the trailer to really sell me on this game. Like if this game were just dropped on my doorstep and I just had a free opportunity to play it, I would totally give it a shot. But yeah, for 17 or $12, yeah, I don't even know if I care to wishlist this and to wait for it to go on sale. We got Rune Girl. This looks like a visual novel, but maybe not, or maybe just a shitty jigsaw puzzle game. Actually, I can't tell what the fuck this is, except it doesn't say that it's not in English. But there is no evidence of English in the trailers and screenshots. Okay, can we just skip to the part where you show me what type of fucking game this is? Oh yeah, this is just a visual novel. Yeah, fuck that. Where is Hardcore Mecha? I don't see it here. Is it later up on... If it's later up on the new release list, then I'll get to it when we get to it. If it's an older game, then I'll get to it later after we're done the new releases. Either way, we'll get to it later. Avant-garde, Discerning, Paralleler. Oh, is this an official Toho game? Based on the art style, it looks like it. Oh, hey, I can auto-translate this game. Cool. Excellent translation there. Avant-garde, Discerning, Paralleler. Oh no, developer Yukara. Oh, this is like a Toho clone. This is like a fake official Toho game. And actually, the art is even worse than the official Toho games. Nevertheless, I actually really like the Toho spin-offs, like Impossible Spell Card and the one starring the Upside Down Girl. Those were all really fun games. So if this is one that's more like those, I might be interested. Oh, this looks like a shitty survival type thing. The survival cards were always my least favorite parts of the Toho bosses. What, I think usually the extra stage bosses and the final bosses typically have them. I actually caught very little of SGDQ this year. I actually watched the first bits of the marathon. Like, I saw the first several runs. Like, I saw Portal 2 and that was really good. I saw Kirby. Was it Amazing Mirror? No, I think it was Nightmare in Dreamland. That was a good one. Oh yeah, I saw Trag again. So yeah, I caught a few runs, but not very much of it. The thing is, I mostly watch that stuff when I'm at work, and work was kind of busy this week, so... Anyways, this kind of looks just like shitty Toho. I think he stole the graphics, too. Is this even legal? What the fuck? I'm not giving this any more attention. I feel dirty just looking at that stuff. We've got Gravity Vector. Action, casual, simulation, space funny. Yeah, no thanks. Blood and Lust. Free-to-play nudity sexual content. No thank you. Although, just in case any of you guys out there are into this kind of thing, we'll have a look. It's a lot of boy and man and sir in the dialogue so far. Oh, there's no video. Shame. Put yourself in the shoes of a Roman gladiator. Fight in the Colosseum against your main rival / possible love interest. So yeah, this looks like a visual novel. It's free. If you're into that kind of thing, there it is for free. Fist of Heaven and Hell. Nope. Once again, I am never playing any video game that looks like this. Don't even care. Infinitely skip. Dude Simulator. Bacillus. Man, 28th was not a good day for Steam releases. This is all garbage. Who is this man? Indie strategy, action, simulation, adventure. It's like they took all of the broadest categories possible and mashed them together. Really, when you see any game tagged as action, adventure, strategy, those are like the highest level tags you can get. You know nothing about a game whatsoever if they tell you it's an action game or an adventure game. And yeah, here they've got all four of them. How is that even possible? Yaokai's poetry, visual novel, skip, VR, skip, diss the game. I think I will diss the game. So a 2D platformer, which is entirely within my wheelhouse. Definitely the type of thing I'd be interested, except that this looks like shit. It's like you got some decent sprite art on some of the enemies, but the styles are just clashing all over the place. Okay, what's their excuse? Oh, they're Swedish or something. Okay, I guess that's an excuse for this game, looking as shitty as it does. Did I get that right? Are they Swedish? This game's not even in English. This game's not even out. I thought it had a price. It's free, but it's not even out. I feel cheated. I mean, it's a 2D platformer. Okay, did you make this game? Actually, is this Swedish? This actually looks like some Eastern European language. Yeah, this is like Latvian or some shit. I heard a for yo mama there. Like, surely it's not Polish, because the Polish obviously make perfect, awesome video games. Hey, wait a second, this is English. I was promised there would be no English in this game. Honestly, this looks kind of hilarious. Also, are these graphics just straight up from I Wanna Be the Guy? Well, anyways, I'm interested, but this game's not out, so I shouldn't have even been looking at it. Attract Fragments 5. Ooh. Finally, something that's going to be awesome. I was a big fan of the first 4 Attract Fragments games. Is that actually right? Is this the 5th in a series? It's the first title developed by this one-person studio. How can it be the 5th one then? False advertising already. Oh, this is actually like a combat type game. I just kind of assumed this would be like a shitty walking simulator based on the screenshots. But no, it's actually a shitty walking and sword swinging simulator. Talk about your minimalistic graphics. It actually kind of reminds me a little bit of Eco. I don't know, something about it. Like the sword swinging animation and like the really, really basic style of combat. Also, yeah, Eco had like, you know, shadows. Those like all the enemies in Eco were, yeah, shadowy dudes. It's like if you'd removed all of the textures from Eco, you would basically have this game. Except you got magic spells and like magic attacks here, so this game's actually better than Eco. Oh yeah, you don't just have like generic shadow dudes, you got like a shadow knight right here with like a helmet. Cool. This fucking thing costs $10. There is no defense, only avoidance. You know, avoidance is a type of defense, you know. Also, why is it called Attract Fragments? I am intrigued by this game, but not for that price. Again, this is the kind of thing I would be willing to check out and spend a bit of time with if it were like dumped on my doorstep in a basket or something. But yeah, a little bit below wish list standards, I would say. The Three Sisters looking for their back home. Man, don't you just hate it when you lose your back home? Oh, I'm just like, oh, I'm pining for my old back home now. All I've got left is the front home. We can just skim this one. This is not Yeah, this is already not going as short as I wanted it to. Yeah, this is like, yeah, walking through the market simulator. Oh, but it has a pool. Yeah, fuck that game. Also, I was promised sisters. There were going to be 3 sisters. Anyways, Mystery Masterpiece. This looks like a hidden object game. Mouse only. That's a pass. Cosmo Chaser. Oh, we're on the 20... Yeah, we're on the 29th. That's the last day we're looking at. This looks vague. How on earth... There's no way that a video game that looks like this is worth $11. No, this one's gonna have to sell me hard with this trailer. Okay, this actually looks kind of neat, to be honest. It's like you took the... this is such an obvious concept. Yeah. Super Mario Galaxy crossed with vertical scrolling shmup. It's so obvious. Yeah, you get your screen wrap around, yeah, giant bullet dildo thing. I like the concept. I would totally be... Like, if this were $1 or $2, I would actually buy this. But yeah, like I said, 10 is a bit of a tough sell. It's a neat concept. I can't believe nobody else has tried this yet, to do like a 3D, like vertical scrolling shmup with a wrap around a cylinder gimmick. So yeah, I think this concept has potential. It's just this game ain't it. Oh, and they ditched the cylinder gimmick for the boss fights. That's disappointing. This looks like it might be alright. You know what? I'm gonna wishlist this. If this someday goes on sale for like 90% off, I'll check it out. So that's Cosmo Chaser, Battle Droid T1. Ooh, action indie casual adventure Metroidvania. And it's 5% off. We gotta get in on that launch day sale. So this thing looks like butts. Again, one of those retro indies. It looks way, way worse than the games of the good old days that it's imitating. Yeah, I don't know about this. I know I'm all about the indie Metroidvanias and stuff, but even among indie Metroidvanias, I kind of have standards. And honestly, I'm not really a huge Metroidvania fiend necessarily, even though that's a lot of what I play. Actually, I talked a lot about this on the Metroidvania podcast that I did that ended up being... Was that the one where I fucked up the audio? No, that was the one I just didn't upload because it sucked. Or didn't upload until like 2 weeks later. Anyways, basically my take on Metroidvanias is that the best ones, or at least with the best ones, it's all about atmosphere. If you're not about... If your Metroidvania isn't using the Metroidvania format to be all about establishing atmosphere or like a real setting that's going to be essential to getting your story across, then there's not really much of a point to be a Metroidvania. Like a lot of games out there are they use the Metroidvania format just as padding, essentially. Like there's no reason for them to... Anyways, this is a long trailer. I think I get the idea already. We are not gonna buy Battle Droid. Is it just not showing? Do games just not get released on Sundays? We're up on the 29th, and it's showing me no releases for the 30th. I mean, I'm fine with that, but just sleep. Oh, this looks exactly like my kind of game. Meditate, focus, relax. Revenge your... What is Reventure? Did I check that one out on stream at some point? Well, yeah, does what it says on the tin. This trailer actually put me to sleep. I mean, it's got a giant low poly whale, and so there's that. But casual. That's pretty much appropriate here. I don't even know what other tags you could apply to something like this. So that's a pass. What else we got? Infinitely up. Turn the figure. You know what? I don't even care. That looks like just a mess of garbage. Glad Valakis. Cyberban. Well, it's cheap. Has the potential to sell me. Even though it's hideous looking. This one's not in English either, is it? Oh, man. This is not even going to be like a real video game, is it? Is this by the same guys who made this last stupid foreign language game that we checked out? Or not the same guys, sorry, but like from the same nation. I dig the theme song. Is this an actual language that they're singing here? Anyways, I'm not buying this, but you know, I'm glad that it exists. Telepenis. Okay, I need to find out more about this game. Like, what the hell even is this? It's a shooter genre with RPG elements and a non-linear plot. Fan service in it. Oh yeah, that's just what I knew that I wanted when I saw that trailer here. It's like, okay, this looks awesome, but is there any fan service in here? Because I need freaking fan service in a game with this kind of graphic style. You can conquer an internet space. Why are they even bothering to describe the game in English when the English language is not supported and it has RPG elements and a non-linear plot? Ooh, you've got to conquer the 5 worlds of the internet space. Honestly, this looks kind of alright, and if I spoke whatever language this is, I might be interested. But, yeah. This thing's not even out yet. What the hell? I think that's it. I think we're done with the release roundup. So that was longer than I was hoping for. But, you know, we got one game out of it, which I will check out. That'll be the plan. We'll check out the new one that we picked up here very briefly. Then we'll finish up Kamiko very briefly. And then we will play... we'll get back to Tales of Maj'Eyal for longer than very briefly. Ah, fucking Steam Guard.